By the end of this episode, you will know 4 reasons why the lighting in your home is so important.
Heal Your Home with Jason Ratcliffe.
Within this episode, we're going to be looking at the importance of lighting, and I'm going to give you 4 top main tips to ensure that the well-being of your home is optimized using the magic of light. Plus, I'll be having a listener question from Dave in Reading about the best smart light bulbs possible on the market, and also a tenant top tip in regards to the best ways of improving the lighting in your tenanted home.
Heal Your Home with Jason Ratcliffe.
So your property, you might be thinking, well, lighting is pretty obvious. If I don't have light, I can't see. Well, lighting is not always obvious. And a lot of the time, you may not even notice that your lighting is actually affecting your mood, your health and well-being, your safety, and generally your productivity and focus. And your lighting is really important. And I've had a client quite recently, actually, that feels that their mood can change quite a lot just by the way that they may have their lights within their sitting room environment, for example, because quite often they do a lot of homework, laptops in their front room. And they've actually found they're quite tired in their front room, especially if they've got their feet up and their laptop on their lap. And they might just have a mood lighting on, especially in the evening. You kind of doze off. But actually, if it's quite bright and there's a lot more light in the sitting room, it can make your brain feel a lot more awake. And this actually can really change up your environment. So really think about actually how that environment is actually used for what you want it to be used for. And obviously then if you're looking at changing and you're slowing down for the evening, make sure it's dimmer and actually kind of settling down your brain for that evening, allowing you to move into a much more calming environment. I've recently been to a property where a lot of hallways and entranceways are shadowed because you end up having windows that are nowhere near internal entrance hallways or landings, which can then make it quite dark. Consider your activities as well. So in your bedroom, for example, it's a really great one. You don't want really bright lights. It can really affect your sleep patterns and just help with the mood. Make sure that if you're going to sleep, you're reading, for example, have a nice night light or enough light to illuminate to read, but then you can then slowly kind of bring that light down into your sleeping patterns or to reduce that, to make you more tired. Play around with it as well, and different colors can really help create different moods, and use dimmer switches and smart technology and devices can really help create different moods in your home. But also, as well as that, it can really help with eye strain depending on again the different activities that you have in your home, and also mood disorders can really help with stress and anxiety and help reduce those types of feelings and help increase relaxation and tiredness, and just help re-energize within your home. So actually lighting in your home can really have huge benefits, but also disadvantages if you're not thinking about it in the right ways. So all of these things can really have a big impact on the way that we live in our homes and our well-being on us and our families.
And now, a listener question for Heal Your Home.
So Dave from Reading today is our listener of the week. Thank you, Dave, for listening. So your question of the week is, what's the best dimmable light, or what's the best smart bulb for a bedroom environment? Well, to be honest with you, any dimmable or interchangeable and adjustable light bulb is effective. But the energy efficiency does get a little bit jeopardized in the sense that some can be classed as lower energy efficient. Now there are some smart bulbs which are 1,000 lumen, which are Wi-Fi LED bulbs, which can be fantastic. Now the Govey ones are really good, and they come with fantastic reviews. They're also very good with connectivity for Alexa and Google Assists as well. There are also multiple others out there that are absolutely fantastic. But to be honest with you, any that have the function of multiple changing range of light or on the light colours or on the spectrum of varying degree of colours and dimmable, so you can change the power and the output are fantastic. It allows you then to change the mood and the dynamic of that room. You can also potentially connect them into your alarms, so in the mornings you can then have them wake you up naturally, so it's not that harsh on or off of your light, which then helps again with your circadian rhythm and just helps you naturally wake up a little bit. So I hope that helps a little bit, Dave, but play around with them. Obviously it's not one size fits all, there will be some out there that you would prefer, but if there are some out there that you think are better than the ones that I've just suggested, please get in contact with the show. We'd love to hear from you.
Jason's Tenant Top Tip.
So on this week's episode of Tenant Top Tip, now some of these devices you may need to get your landlord's permission as they are intrusive, but they are really cool. So some smart lighting, you can get and change out your light switches so they can incorporate into your Wi-Fi network. These you can then control either voice activated, or you can go onto your phone and control your lighting. So therefore you can have a lot more control over your lighting. You can control them when you're away from home. You can also control them from your bedroom if you've got security lighting on, etc. So for security reasons, obviously, but then also you can then have a lot of more energy efficiency and safety as well. As well as that, you've got smart plugs, which are you won't need your landlord's permission for, because you're not changing anything with the property, and that way you can have just standard lamps and general kind of wall mounted or not, or just freestanding heaters, things like that, which you can have on or off whenever you want to control them. But also you can then control things like fish tanks, which are super great to have on a smart plug, because again you can have a lot more control over them, and you can then have things like webcams on and off, which are interchangeable and also remotely accessible when you're in the home, or also when you're out and about for security, especially if you have pets or vulnerable people at home when you want to check in to make sure that they're okay. As well as that, there are a lot of other things like temperature controls and heater controls, things like that you can have, like hive systems, all of which can be put in place without your landlord's permission, but just in case, it's always worth swinging by just to check with your landlord, because some obviously will replace existing thermostats. So just go and have fun with it. There is a lot of tech out there that can help make your home's well-being a lot more optimized, and also help reduce your energy bills, and make your home a lot more happy and safe to live in.
Heal your home with Jason Ratcliffe.
Check out the website at homehealthexpert.co.uk for more information, to check out the services that we can help with for you and your family and improve your home's health, and also for the top tip guides that we have available for you. You can submit listener questions through our website and also by emailing our team at info@homehealthexpert.co.uk, or by searching for Home Health Expert on Instagram and Facebook. We will try our absolute best to get round to your questions and help your family out to improve your home's health. Don't forget to subscribe to Heal Your Home wherever you get your podcasts, or on YouTube if you're watching along. Thanks again for listening, it really does mean a lot. We could not do this without you, and in actual fact it would be completely pointless. So please send in your questions, and I look forward to you joining me in the next episode of Heal Your Home. Your health, your future, it all starts here.